All right, what's up guys? What's going on? So it's Wednesday, and Wednesday means it's shipping day, and we've just opened our online store a couple of weeks ago, and I've had a ton of requests to talk about what we're shipping. And something I'll tell you guys, we've only been doing this now for 3 weeks. This is our 4th week of sending out packages, and every week we're adding items to that online store. So I've had a bunch of messages like, there's only like 20 items on there. When are you gonna add more? And you have so many more on your PDF. I'm working on it, don't worry. Every week we're getting a little better. We're getting a little better with more items. We're getting better at shipping. We're learning as we go here too. So I'm inside of the steel building here on the farm, and you guys are gonna notice that got some mats on the ground over here. I do actually train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We hold class here like once or twice a week when we're not in quarantine. Been doing that for about 10 years. And I'm not just farm strong, I do like to lift some weights from time to time too. So this is kind of a multi-use facility. We hope to move all of this stuff over to the other carport here eventually, but right now this is the space we're doing the shipping in. So you'll see here, I mean, we're using some plastic bags, we're using plastic tape. The system is imperfect. It could definitely get better. We're using recycled material for our packing paper. We're using bamboo to go inside the pots, but not everything is perfect yet. So I am looking for some corn-based materials to make that even greener as we go. All right, so let's talk about what we're shipping so far. And I don't think I even have all of those items pulled in here, but I'll tell you guys right now, this is a huge process, this whole shipping. We have to pull the plants the day before they're ready to go out, check them for weeds, tag them, dry them out to make them so they're a little bit lighter to ship. And I've been running the numbers on this, so we're not making a ton of money. What I've started to do is started to shrink the size of the pot. So right now, everything is getting shipped out in like a 6-inch or a 1 gallon. We're shifting that all towards 4-inch to make the shipping costs a little bit cheaper. The price of the plant will probably stay the same, but I'm trying to bring down those shipping costs a little bit because that's where they're killing us. And you can see here, this is like a moringa. So we'll just start off with the most nutritious plant in the world. This can be grown as an annual in more northern type climates. This is the one that probably takes the shipping the worst. That's gonna get to you, it's gonna look a little bit beat up, it's gonna look a little bit ragged, it's gonna look a little bit sad. Moringa is like one of the toughest trees in the world. Just baby that thing a little bit, get it in some dappled light on the first day or two, then get it out in full sun. It's gonna pick back up. I don't care if we cut the head off of those things, they usually come right back. Something I am gonna start offering is more seed on there. I think we already have roselle, lima beans. I'm gonna add moringa seed. That's something that can be grown from seed too. You don't have to buy a live plant. I can tell you I had 4 inches on there and 3 gallons on there, and everybody wanted a 3 gallon. Buying a bigger tree, and I'm just gonna tell you, with fruit trees, with most trees, you're wasting your money with the bigger tree. I'll make a specific video to that, but especially with something like a moringa that grows fast, you don't need a bigger tree. The second one is elderberry. That's one that we could barely keep in stock. I had 1,000 of those out on the nursery 3 weeks ago. We're probably down to our last 100. Can't propagate and make these fast enough. This is a special variety that I've named to my local bioregion as a Sandhill Select. It does really good in dry soils. Seems like it's always flowering and fruiting. Behind that, we've got our Mexican sunflower, Artetonia diversifolia. This is our main source of nutrition here on the farm. We grow this as our chop and drop. This is very high in nitrogen, pretty much about pound for pound equal to chicken manure while wet. So we chop and drop this. If you let it get tall, it will make a big flower. Now the seeds on this are sterile, so you have to get this from a cutting. So this is one that's not available because you guys bought us out so quick. So thank you very much for the support. I hope to have these back up very soon. This is a 1 gallon mulberry. I probably grow 12 different varieties of mulberry. That one is the world's best, which is an everbearing variety, but makes a much fatter, bigger fruit. So really exciting. I'm trying to ramp up production here, keep up with you guys, so don't worry. The 2 grasses that we have available on the store is the one I talk about a lot, is our native Fakahatchee grass, super high in silica. This is like our carbon, so when we're laying that Mexican sunflower down, we want that carbon nitrogen ratio. So the Mexican sunflower works really great for that, super high in silica. Be very careful around your eyes with those blades of grass. The second one, which we just added last week, we're starting to sell some, got them out here for shipping today. This is the vetiver grass, and this one gets way taller than the Fakahatchee grass. It also seems to be way tougher, and I know for a fact that the roots go way deeper. I believe they even go like 15 foot. Working on getting a couple of different varieties of vetiver grass, but vetiver grass is an awesome one for stopping erosion. Having in that chop and drop system, having as that clumping grass, having as that source of carbon silica. So it's another awesome one to add to your system. The This is one of our favorite plants on the farm for bringing in the beneficial insects. This is our sweet almond or aloysia, and I have a selected variety of this that is more dwarf that maybe gets 6 to 8 foot, to where the standard probably gets 12 to 15 foot. So this is that dwarf variety. Another elderberry. This is one of our favorites, and you can see this one has a tag with the botanical name on it. You know, as we make money here on the farm, as this, you know, starts to ramp up, I'm putting the money right back into this. You know, I just bought a label machine, stepping up my game. Within a couple of weeks, you're not going to see the writing on the pots. We're going to get labels and tags on everything around here. It's got our little logo on it. It's going to have the botanical name on it, going to have the common name on it, and then the variety on it. So always taking steps to make things better around here. Here is one of our favorite ground covers. This is one that's not very commonly available on the internet. This is perennial peanut. This variety is called the EcoTurf. We have a new variety that's called Chico, and I also grow the Flora Grays. Prior to the Chico, this was probably my favorite variety. Amazing nitrogen fixing ground cover, sustainable lawn alternative, edible flowers. This goes really nice on a salad. Because I have them indoors, these flowers are kind of closed up a little bit. But you can eat them. They taste pretty sweet, actually. They're decent. They are pretty good. This is one that I cannot keep in stock. Flying out the door like hotcakes. This is CISO spinach. This is really nice raw. I have a new, actually, pointy leaf variety of this. I'm excited to release to you guys here soon. And this is a really nice one if you're in the subtropical climate, or if you even want to grow as an annual, to just grow as a perennial vegetable that thrives down here in our heat. Our humidity doesn't require any irrigation. So those are the type of plants we want. Last but not least, because I got to cut this video short, is going to be sunshine mimosa. Mimosa strigilosa, not pacoda. The pacoda makes thorns. A lot of people confuse this. This is a sensitive plant. This is a Florida native. It makes an unbelievable purple flower. This is a nitrogen fixing ground cover for bringing in predatory and beneficial insects. The only thing that I didn't hit in this, and I don't think I even have one out here. Oh, Mr. Calvin, you got me one of those bonsais real quick? This is my man Calvin. He's been staying on the farm now for a couple weeks. So we are quarantined together. We don't need to social distance. We usually eat dinner together and everything else. So if we were to get that funk, we would have already had it. But you can see, so here's one of those bonsai japoticabas. These are the ones we used out in the syntropic system. These are the ones I use as a rootstock. These are the ones we're selling in little 4-inch pots. This is a Saber variety that's a couple years old, but just has a really, really thick trunk to it. Haven't quite figured out how to get these bonsai ones on the website. I can tell you that my nursery girl Katerina used to work at a bonsai nursery. She bought a couple of these off of me and brought me one of these back as a gift, and I'm like, you got to make me some more of those. We got to share those. We got to get them out. So bonsai jabuticabas. I'll try to make these videos for you guys every week or two. I am noticing when I look over here into the plants, I see a couple of avocados and a couple of I thought there was going to be a mango here, but there's some cold hardy avocados. So Poncho avocado, Lila avocado, Brogdon avocado, Lula avocado. We're starting to ship. We're starting to ship some mangoes, and I hope to start adding in more fruit trees. They're expensive to ship. Usually the shipping on 1 3-gallon fruit tree will cost me as much as the tree. So, you know, it's really hard to justify shipping those, but you guys want them so bad you can't find them. We're trying to get them out there to you. So, and something else I want to point out, if you guys got in a box from us, like I said, we're stepping up our game. We're packing better every week. We're getting better at this. We're learning. I'm always trying to, you know, create an assembly line and create flow in everything that we do. This is getting better every time, and I've been sealing these boxes myself. Calvin puts the orders together. I seal them. UPS comes here at the end of the day and picks them up. So just know if you guys got a box, it was most likely put together by me and Calvin over here. There's nobody else over here doing that. So I am putting my special touch on this, and I'm trying to make sure that we get you these plants, you know, in the best shape possible. I'm hoping to kind of get it limited down on the size of the boxes. I got a ton of different boxes, ton of different sizes, and it's just because, you know, we have short plants, we have tall plants, and something I should probably point out, you know, on the taller plants, sometimes you might get a little bit pruned before it goes in the box. Especially the elderberry. These are a little bit tall right now, maybe a little bit of the top of the Fakahatchee grass. And I think that's it. All right, so got boxes, got shipping, got plants going out, and something really exciting. Calvin, where are we shipping? Where we got stamps for, man?
Everywhere.
Which one do we do last? Come on, that's the important one.
Cali.
Cali. So California, I do have my nematode certifications for California, Arizona, Texas, and there's like one more in there that requires some special certification. So I'm shipping all over the country. Maybe it'll be beyond the country at some point, maybe once this whole quarantine craziness is over. So, oh, want to see some other cool stuff? This is something, as the weeks progress, we got little live plant stickers, handle with love, fragile, right side up. So like I said, constantly looking to make this better, constantly looking to take this to the next level, hope to get a little bit greener with it. This is an imperfect system. All right, so we're about an hour into our packing today, and I just realized I left out a little bit of this detail. I talked about the tags on the Turk's Cap hibiscus, but I didn't really talk about how we actually use this one. So the Turk's Cap hibiscus makes a delicious edible flower. We have a red variety, a pink variety, and a white variety. I think I'm out of the white. I think the red's the sweetest. Pink's pretty good still yet, but that has an unbelievable edible flower. So I also wanted to tell you guys that we are shipping out cassava cuttings, and you can see these cuttings are about, 10 inches, 12 inches long. This is a very, very, very special variety of cassava. I got this from my good friend Josh Jamison at Hart. He selected this from multiple varieties. He's calling this one Togo, T-O-G-O, and this one produces roots in like 8 months. And he also said if you wait 10 to 12 months and harvest it, it's still really good. So out of all the varieties he's growing, he said this is his favorite. Definitely spreading this one around. Even if you don't have enough time to grow this out in the ground this year, you can grow this out as your propagation material for next year. And cassava is probably one of the easiest things in the world to plant. You just stick this stick in the ground, 3 below, 3 above as far as the nodes go, and they grow. When I ship these out, we usually put a rubber band around the cuttings and a sticker with an arrow pointing up, trying to help you there. But if that sticker was to come off, you're going to see new growth on top of these nodes or a little pushing node, and that's the side that needs to be upright. So when you stick it down in the ground, usually put these in at a 45-degree angle. So Togo cassava. Just wanted to make sure I got that in there for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. If you've bought plants from me, thank you so much for the support. If you're just here to learn about knowledge and the plants, that's fine too. Don't forget, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. Most importantly, what do we do around here, dude?